What's up, YouTube? I want to bring a review of a gun I just got back, or the slide I just got back, from MKP Arms. They're a machining service for RMR cuts and stuff like that on different guns. They'll do slide cuts and what have you, a lot of machine work basically on your gun parts and gun slides. I had my VP9 slide sent out. A buddy of mine was having his Glock done by him, so I said, hey, he offered to throw it in with the same box and ship it to him. I think this was the first VP9 he did because he was kind of unsure if he could do it or not. So he said, hey, when it gets here, I'll measure it all out and I'll let you know. And he said, yeah, it's go, I can do it. So I just got it back. Took about a month. Cost was real reasonable too. I want to say his price on the website were like 85 bucks to do just a basic slide cut, and then Cerakote and all that kind of stuff is obviously is extra above that. But just your basic cut is $85 for RMR. I had the cut done by him. I just ordered and got these in fact today, some Henny suppressor height sights. This is the Henny straight 8s. There's not a lot of options for suppressor sights on the VP9. I've learned by looking. There's the trijicon, which look hideous. I don't know if they changed them from the old picture they had or something. It looks like a elephant foot or something. It's all filled in. It looked horrible. So these were the only other option that I could find as far as suppressor height sights go. So I went with these. They're kind of spendy. I want to say at Optics Planet, even with like their 5% off code or whatever they had going, it was like 135 bucks for the sight. So it is a costly sight setup on this thing. It's not like a Glock where you can just get some Ameriglows. But overall, I'd shot it when the slide got back. I got the slide back in, I want to say Friday last week, something like that. So I threw an RMR on it, didn't have the factory sights on it. Went and shot it, got the optics zeroed, and then, like I said, put these sights on today. They co-witness nice. It's lower third co-witness, or maybe just a hair above lower third, because it looks like from just eyeballing, I haven't measured it, from eyeballing, it looks like it may sit just a little lower in the slide as far as the cut goes than on a Glock. But as far as the quality of the work goes, both mine and my buddy's slide that came back from him was exceptional. The cuts are really nice. Machine work was really looked really sharp. As far as everything goes, there was no like tool marks or anything in it. And he put some kind of like coating on it, maybe like a cold blue or something, so it wouldn't be bare metal. And then he made a little custom plate that he knocked the bottom on to have like an anti-flicker plate on the bottom of it to help keep the battery in. So it's worked. Like I said, I shot 100 rounds through it. I'm going to probably go today, shoot a little more through it with the sight to make sure everything's on the up and up and everything's running right. But it worked perfect with the first 100 rounds with this optic and no sights. So I don't see an issue after putting sights on as far as reliability goes. The VP9, it's fairly new to me. I think I had about 100 rounds through it or so, maybe 200 before I sent the slide off. So I didn't have a lot of time with it anyway. But I did like the trigger. I really like the grip on it. And one thing I've noticed since I got it back, it is going to be easier for someone to learn the when you're pulling up and getting your dot visible because of the grip angle. With the Glock, it's kind of an arguable point as far as the grip angle goes. But once you learn it, the Glock's fine. It just is a learning curve to get. Usually when you come out, it's going to be a little high and you got to step down so you can see the dot in the window. Once you learn that, it's fine, but there is a learning curve there. But this seemed more natural. Kind of your natural point of aim is when you pull the gun out and flatten it out to shoot. It seemed like that dot was in the window, and I don't know if it's just because I got more shooting time with the RMR or what, but it does seem more truer to what your natural grip will be or whatever when you get the gun flat. So that's kind of a nice advantage, especially for someone starting out with an RMR. If you happen to do an HK like this, it looks like your learning curve may be a little easier than say on a Glock. As far as what I can say about the VP9, trigger's good. No real complaints about the trigger. The grip is just amazingly comfortable, and they got the changeable back straps, changeable side straps. I mean, this gun's been reviewed, 5 million times on YouTube. It's reliable so far. I don't have a lot of rounds through it. Plan to put on definitely some more. See what we can do on that. I got a TLR HL on it, the 800 lumen light. It's got the standard Picatinny slots or 1913 rail slots as opposed to a proprietary like the older HKs. So everything fits, works. I got a holster I finally got to try. Nathan from Burly Man Tactical, I had ordered this from him, and it showed up just about the time the slide was getting shipped out, so I didn't even get a chance to fit it or try it. So when this all got back together, I got to try it, and another great holster from Nathan at Burleyman Tactical. Check it out. He set this one up for me. I think this was the first one he made with a TLR for a VP9, and we're kind of texting back and forth, about setup and stuff. And he man, nailed this thing because I wanted it with RMR clearance and suppressor sight clearance. So he got everything right. I mean, right out the gate. The retention's awesome. The draw stroke, the holstering. I mean, it's a great fit and finish holster. Spare mag. Kind of like I forget his terminology for it, kind of like a sidecar. He calls this something else, I think. But anyways, awesome holster setup. Fits good with the TLR. If you're looking for one, if you don't have an RMR but just happen to have a light, check them out. This holster, he's got this mold right. It's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna put some more rounds to it, guys. Check it out. Like I said, working a little more with the trigger. The mag release obviously is different. It's European style, so that takes some getting used to. But the platform itself, I do a lot of Glock videos. I carry Glocks. I have a couple Glocks. I really like them for what they are, but I'm not opposed to other guns and brands and stuff. If it works, I like it, and it looks like this VP9 is gonna work so far, as far as what little rounds I have through it. But really like the platform. Not opposed to something that's not a Glock. This is definitely a cool gun so far, and I'm really eager to put some more time in with the RMR because like I said, I have been becoming a fan of the RMRs. So we'll give it a try, and I just want to let you guys know he does do them for VP9s if you have one and you're looking to do it, because not a lot of people do that yet for the VP9. Glocks, pretty much everybody that does milling will do a Glock, but VP9s seem to be far and few between about who will machine them. So check them out if you get a chance. MKP Arms, and look them up. Like I said, it was about a 4-week wait, I think is what I waited on this one, and turned out awesome. So anyways, guys, just wanted to show you, what it looked like with the RMR attached, and now the suppressor sights that co-witness. And this gun is done and ready to go and get beat on and see what we can do with it. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.